Thank you for your interest in participating in the Athletic Trainer Portfolio Pilot Study. This brief presentation provides participants' expectations to help you determine if you want to commit to the pilot study. The screens depicted in this presentation are subject to change prior to the launch of the pilot study. If you commit to participating in the study, the BOC will provide further instruction later this year that will help demonstrate your responsibilities. This presentation is to provide a high-level overview of the process. Healthcare professions are moving away from collecting continuing education based on cost and location to an environment of continuous learning based on learning needs and professional goals. And while some athletic trainers, or ATs, may reflect on their learning needs and select activities accordingly, there is no assurance that competency is maintained or developed in the present system of continuing education and professional development. The Continuing Professional Development Working Group developed the athletic training portfolio with this in mind. Let's take a look at the athletic trainer portfolio and identify general participant expectations. As you can see, there are 7 components of the athletic trainer portfolio. Each component must be completed in order. We will review each briefly. The self-assessment asks a series of 5 questions. All questions must be answered to complete this step. Once you complete the self-assessment, it will take you back to the welcome page. As you can see, it has unlocked the next step. The needs assessment will require you to complete the Professional Development Needs Assessment, or PDNA, which is currently available on the BOC website. The PDNA is a tool intended to empower ATs of all experience levels to engage in self-reflection. The goal is to assess professional development needs across the domains of athletic training as defined in the BOC Role Delineation Study Practice Analysis, 6th edition. Pilot study participants will be required to complete the extended version, which will take up to an hour to complete. You can visit the BOC website for more information regarding the PDNA. The objective assessment for the pilot study will be the BOC self-assessment exam. The self-assessment exam includes 75 total questions that are representative of the questions on the BOC exam, including multiple choice, multi-select, and drag and drop, as well as a focused testlet composed of 5 questions that reference a common scenario. You will receive your score and a brief summary detailing your areas of strength and weakness at the domain level. Once you have completed the assessment steps, you move on to analyze your assessment results. You will be provided a summary of the answers you provided in the subjective assessment, results indicating a substantial need from the needs assessment, and results from the objective assessment that indicate a score below 65%. After reviewing the outcome of your assessment, you will be asked a series of 3 questions to help you identify your learning needs. After analyzing your needs, you are asked to develop 3 to 5 goals to address your professional development needs. You can either write them using an open-ended form, or you can use the SMART goal framework provided. Once you have developed your action plan, you can start acting by selecting continuing education activities to meet your goals. Pilot study participants will have some latitude when selecting continuing education. Participants are still required to obtain 50 CEUs or 50 contact hours of continuing education. However, participants will not be bound to the current category requirements. Once an activity has been completed, participants must record them in the portfolio. Once you record an event, it is saved and you can see your progress on the progress bar. Once you have met the minimum requirement of 50 CEUs or contact hours, you may complete this step. Now that you have met the minimum CE requirement and completed the ACT step, you can move forward to reflect on your action plan. In this step, you will be asked a series of 3 questions to assist you to reflect on your professional development. The welcome page will let you know where you are in the process, and once you have completed all steps, the box will have a check mark. For the purpose of the pilot study, participants will be asked to repeat the needs assessment and the objective assessment for comparison reasons. Finally, you will complete a survey to provide feedback regarding your experience and the Athletic Trainer Portfolio tool. Now that you have seen the highlights of the Athletic Trainer Portfolio and understand participant expectations, we hope that you will consider committing to the pilot study. Again, if you commit to the pilot study, the BOC will provide additional instruction and guidance for starting and completing the Athletic Trainer Portfolio later on this year. Please don't hesitate to contact Shannon Leftwich if you have questions.